Hi there, welcome to the Confessions of a UX Designer. My name is Anastasia. I'm a UX designer, and here on this channel I am sharing my journey in UX design and all things related. Today I wanted to talk about 5 things that I did not like about my bootcamp experience. Close to 8 months ago now, I finished the UX design bootcamp from CareerFoundry. And while there's a lot of good things about it that I will be sharing with you guys next week, there was quite a few things that I did not love about it. And if that's something that you want to learn more about, then keep watching. Okay, so thing number 1 that I did not really like about the bootcamp is that it contained quite a few very pointless homework tasks, and it just felt really weird because while I get that it couldn't be all practical knowledge about the UX design and they needed to throw some more theory and history of the design and UX design, why it's important and stuff, but some of the tasks were just such a waste of time. I really felt like they could have done a better job with picking those tasks. For example, one of the tasks was to pick a product that you really like and do your research and figure out a timeline on the big milestones for that product and how it got improved and how it got better. So I ended up doing a presentation about Toyota cars, and it was really interesting, but I just felt like that had nothing to do with UX design. Well, maybe a little bit, but it had nothing to do with the project that I was working on during the bootcamp, so I felt like it was really pointless, and we had a few of those tasks. The thing number 2 that I didn't really like about the CareerFoundry bootcamp is that there is no practical knowledge that they or training that they provide. And what I mean by that is they hardly talk about any tools that you use, and they definitely do not teach you how to use those tools. So it's all the extra work that you have to do and figure out on your own on top of the actual project that you're doing. So I just felt like if they could include a preferred tool, for example, Figma or Adobe XD, whatever it is, and add some tutorials on how to actually do that, that would be a lot more useful. Another thing that I found incredibly annoying is that during the job prep course, they had us subscribe and create profiles at 5 different job boards. And that just created such an insane amount of spam going into my email. It was ridiculous. I was super happy that I decided to create a separate email for my UX stuff, and once I am done with my job search, I will probably never use that email again because the amount of spam and emails from ZipRecruiter and cybercoders and whatnot is just ridiculous. Thing number 4 that I did not like about CareerFoundry's bootcamp is that they technically have a job board where they say that those jobs are handpicked for our students, and if they are on that board, those positions, that means that people are actually open to UX design bootcamp students that have no real life work experience and all that good stuff. And I found that to be a little bit far from reality. First, the job postings there are pretty minimal. Currently, I think they have 5, and then most of them are for Germany, and then I've applied to probably 15 different jobs from that board like over the months, and I got one response back, and that was for a unpaid full-time internship opportunity, which I did not take because I just couldn't afford working full-time and not being paid. So I just felt like that part was a little bit fake. I felt like they just threw some jobs there just to have that on the job board, but I don't think it was actually true that those positions were suited for students that have no prior experience. And my last point, the thing number 5 that I did not like about CareerFoundry's bootcamp is that they are really setting unrealistic expectations about this whole thing. And I get that maybe 3-4 years ago when they just created that bootcamp, when UX design field was just becoming a thing and becoming popular, maybe that was true, but that's not true anymore. So I think that they should maybe change what they're promising a little bit, because I know that that creates a huge problem for a lot of people, feeling insecure, feeling like an imposter, me being one of them. They still say that 94% of their students are able to find a job within the first 6 months, and I don't think that's true anymore. I know of far more students that are still trying to find a job in UX design, me being one of them, and it's taken longer than 6 months. So the fact that they're saying that 94% got it within the first month just makes me feel really not great about myself. And I think a big part of it is just because the industry changed quite a bit. It's very competitive now. So it's fine. It's normal that job search is taking longer than 6 months. And I think that it would be wonderful if CareerFoundry acknowledged that and changed what they're promising to just make it a little bit more realistic. Those were the 5 big things that I did not like about the CareerFoundry's bootcamp. That said, I am still super happy with my decision to go with that bootcamp, and I have a lot of good things to say, and next week I'll be sharing the 5 things that I did really like about my bootcamp. So if you want to see that video and learn about the good things of CareerFoundry, then subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you next week. Bye.